Hi guys, Sarah B here with StudioCircuit for Harbor Square Athletic Club. I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Today we are going to need some sort of resistance implement, whether that's dumbbells or bands or whatever you have at home. Today we will go through 5 warm-up exercises at 30 seconds a piece, and then we'll head into some circuits and do 1-minute exercises and a couple times through. Don't worry about the timer, I've got your time. Enjoy yourself, modify as needed, push yourself where needed, have water and towel nearby. Yeah, let's do this. Just gonna pop this up just a little bit. There we go. We'll start out, if you have a mat, that would be awesome. We're gonna start out on your mat in all fours position. Starting out on your mat, we're gonna have our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. And we're going to go into a cat-cow, arching your spine, and then finding some length, tilting your pelvis up. Finding that arch in your cat, making sure your shoulders are right over your hands. Just find some movement in your spine that feels good. Tucking your chin. You might find one way that feels better than the other. Coming onto your right side, elbow underneath shoulder, knees in line with hips. We're going to come up into a side plank and then open into a clamshell. Hips tap the ground, side plank, clamshell, shoulder right over elbow. It stays there. Chest stays stacked, hips stay stacked. Working on those glute needs a little bit, getting those warm for the day. For the workout, belly comes back towards the spine. We'll activate there as well. Switching over to the left side in your plank. Set up, shoulder right over elbow, knees in line with hips. You come up into that side plank and then up into that clamshell. If one part doesn't feel great for you, you can always stay down out of the side plank and go into clamshell. If the clamshell doesn't feel right for you, you can always just come in and out of side plank. Getting warm there. We're going to stand nice and easy. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy here. We're up. We'll go into our squat position. Toes are about 11 and 1. We set our hips back. We stand, rotate, left, right elbow, left knee, and squat, stand, rotate. Hips sit back into that chair. Arms stay nice and wide. Getting that rotation here. If this doesn't feel great, you're always welcome to stand, rotate with both feet on the ground. There. We squat. Sorry, we're going into our step back lunge. That's a further on down the road here. Step back lunge, right leg goes back. Right arm reaches up and over. Switch legs, left leg goes back. Left leg reaches up and over. I'm already excited for the workout, getting there. Knee stays in line with the hip, stays in line with the toe. Reach up first, lengthen out, and then reach over. Beautiful. Here we go, going back to that cat-cow. It goes quick in our warm-up here. Hands right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath hips. Cat-to-cow. But coming out of neutral spine, arching the back, chin towards chest. Feel that nice stretch there. And then arching, making those hips go up towards the sky. Crown of the head towards the sky. Let it feel good here. Maybe you sit and one a little longer than the other. Right side, we go into our side plank, opening up to clamshell. Side plank to clamshell. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Beautiful. Glute needs here, save our hips, knees, ankles, keep us all safe. Help with that lateral movement. Keep our knees in line with our hips, in line with our toes. 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up. Left side, left elbow underneath shoulder. Hips are stacked, knees are stacked. Side plank up in the clamshell here. Your hand can come up, whatever feels good for it. Just make sure that chest stays stacked on top of each other. We're still working on that posture here. Making sure the hips stay stacked so we get the side of that glute here. Beautiful. We're coming up to that standing squat to rotate. Nice and easy on the way up here. We'll find our squat position. 11 and 1, our toes, we stand, squat, right elbow, right knee, left elbow, right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. There we go, opposite elbow to opposite knee, that's what I'm looking for. My brain's still coming into teaching mode here, coming into moving my body mode. We're gonna go into our step back. Right knee or right leg steps back, right arm reaches up and over. Switch directions, left leg steps back, left arm reaches up and over. If the reach isn't right for you and you need to hang on to something for balance, do that. Just get that stretch out of the legs then. We're grabbing our weights. We're gonna go into a squat to press to rotate in just about 10 seconds. I'll walk you through it all. 4 exercise circuit for our first round, the most of the day. We start and end with the most of the day. We are going to grab weights in both hands. Find your squat position. I'm going to take my mat out of here so I don't trip. Keep it close because we'll need it towards the end here. We're going to go into weights up chest. We squat, stand, rotate to the right. Right arm only goes up. Same side. Squat, stand, rotate. Excuse me, we're rotating to the left, but we're pressing with our right arm. There we go. Getting a little rotation out of that press from the squat. There it is. Sit back in those heels, let those toes wiggle. Ah, beautiful. Big inhale down, exhale to the top. We're gonna stay working our right side. We're gonna head into a single leg deadlift this time. Left hand is on our left hip. Left leg stays nice and soft. Right leg comes back. We hold here. Beautiful. Stand at the top, drive the knee. Come out to a lateral raise, just like that. Single leg deadlift, so we're working our left glute and our right arm. Beautiful. It's a hinge from the hips. So our chest stays up and our leg goes back just like a little teeter-totter. Good. Drive the knee as you come through. Always options are to tap that toe as a hinge, come through, step together, and come into your lateral raise. Lots of different options here. You're still getting that hinged movement working on the glute. If you feel too much in your hamstring, bend that left knee. Yeah, good. Hinge and pull. Shake it out, let it go. We're back to our squat. Weights up shoulders. We squat, stand, rotate left arm, press as we rotate to the right. Beautiful. Squat, stand, rotate. Beautiful. Big exhale to the top. We've been here before, but we know what to do. You guys are so awesome. You showed up right here. Let's make it count. Squat, stand, rotate. As we stand, we rotate and press, using all the power from those strong legs to come up and rotate. Now, if you're taking this close to when it's filmed on Demand here on Harbor Square, you might be a little sore from all your sledding adventures or snow adventures, shoveling snow. So take it easy here, get nice and warm. Right leg stays, right hand on the hip. Left leg heads back, we hinge. Beautiful, single leg deadlift on the right. Now we stand, drive the left knee, lateral raise, just like that. We hinge, right knee stays. Stand, drive the knee, lateral raise. Options are always to come up with our feet together. We can hinge and keep that left toe planted, come up into that lateral raise. You can set the weights down and fire it up with your hand on a chair or a wall. Find something that's safe, something that feels right for you today. You are worth it right now. You made it here. We have 5 seconds here. We finished our first round of our first 4 exercise circuit. 3, 2, shake it out, let it go. Right back to that squat stand. We press right. We rotate left, but we press with our right. There we go. Now think about here. Second round through, we know the exercises. Think about powering up from those strong, strong legs. Power, power, power. Yes. Big exhale. We're transferring power from the legs through our powerhouse. Shoulders to hips just get turned on as we press up and over. Good. I forgot to mention it. I typically, let's say this. I've not figured out how to talk and play music and let it sound good through YouTube yet on my laptop. So creates a great experience for you to figure out what music motivates you, what inspires you, and play your own at home. I hope you are. I hope you're jamming out to it. Shake it out, let it go. Left leg stays, left hand stays on the hip. Single leg deadlift on the left. Teeter-totter. Drag the right knee. Lateral raise. There it is. Just like that. Your pace. Maybe you feel great about balance today, and you're going to speed this up just a little bit. Maybe balance is a work in progress for you today, and you're going to use that chair or that wall. That is all great. You're here. You're moving. You're getting it done. Ha. Working our way here through our second round of our first circuit. Our body's just getting into it. Our body's getting ready to move. Our mind might be still needing a little bit of talking into to move here. That's all right. That's all right. You did the hard part. You got here. Weights up, chest. Squat position. We stand, press, rotate. There it is. This time we rotate right. We press with our left. Squat, stand, rotate. Beautiful. Ha. Good news. We're heading into the last little bit of this first circuit. The next circuits, for a while at least, are 2 exercise circuits. They're quick 2 exercises and done a couple times through. Ha. Big press. Come on. Come on. Power up. You got this. Finish it up. Weightless or weighted. Maybe you went a little heavier for your second round, knowing what you're getting into. That's awesome. Ha. Time to go. Finish here. Squat, power, stand, rotate. One more. Come on. Squat, stand, rotate, shake it out. Right hand on the right hip. Right knee's bent. Hinge from the hips. Good. Send the left leg back. Now stand, drive the knee. Left arm comes out to the side in our lateral raise. Single leg deadlift. Drive the knee, lateral raise. Beautiful. Look at you moving. Look at you working on balance and shoulders. All sorts of good stuff happening today. Last exercise for our first round. You made it. You might even be able to see our snow igloo still outside. That'll show you when we filmed this video, bringing a little heat to an otherwise cold day. Ha. 5 to go. Come on. Finish it up. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Beautiful. Curtsy to curl. Left leg stays. Right leg heads back in a curtsy. We stand in the middle, bicep curl. Right here. Right leg stays. Left leg comes back. We stand in the middle, curl. Curtsy, curl. Okay, I know I say this every time. And if you take my class every time, you hear it. Secondary back exercise. I like to hit our posture moves as much as we can when I get you here. I get you for a short amount of time, a couple times a week. We can pinch the pencil between our shoulder blades and open that chest here. Yeah, so we're working biceps, primary mover, but that back can help us too. That's good stuff right here. Side to side curtsy, curl in the middle, push through the heel. Keep that chest over those hips. Yes, 3, 2, and 1. Wide stance, sumo squat, We're headed sumo to high pull. We slide down the elevator, chest stays over hips, elbows start our movement as we pull to the chest. Sumo, high pull. Now we've worked arms, shoulders a lot this morning. If you feel like it's getting too much, go alternating. Good, beautiful. Maybe you have a lower set of weights, do that. Maybe you're feeling good and you picked up those heavier weights because you know you can do a little bit more here. Now here, keep the knees out, try to keep them in line with the toes and keep the chest up so we're not hinging as we come down. Our chest stays up, we're sliding down a wall as if our upper back and our glutes and our lower back can tap that wall as we slide up and down. Just like that. Good, push through the heels, squeeze the heels together as you come up to the middle. 3, 2, 1, shake it out, let it go. Right, left leg stays, right leg heads back, we curtsy, bicep curl. There it is. Now, if you've had enough of legs for a little bit, stand in the middle, get a good stance, and work on your curl. Now, you'll go up a little bit in weight. You really work on that posture into that curl. Otherwise, let's work on our balance, on our glutes, a little bit of core strength here as we curtsy to curl. 2 exercise movement. We're in our second round already. That feels good. We're flying through this already, team. Can you inhale down, exhale to the middle? Yes. 5 to go. We head back to that sumo, to high pull. 3, 2, 1, shake it out, let it go. Toes point, good. Set it up, shoulders over hips. We head down, elbows start the movement, we pull. Sumo, high pull. Now imagine here that you're pulling your heels together, even though you're not, or pulling the floor together with your heels. That activates your glutes and inner thighs as you come together. Runners, cyclers, really anybody that moves. Being able to squeeze our glutes, inner thighs, low abs together, and our shoulders back and down will keep us stabilized against movement. That's good, strong work right there. We like to stabilize against movement. Be more efficient in our movements. Shake it out, let it go, lateral lunge. Head to the right, hip sit back in a chair, knee stays in line with the toe, in line with the hip, weights at chest. We're gonna pass our weights off, come to center, back together. Lateral lunge to the left, pass our weights off, come to center, back to center. So we lunge, rotate, center, together. You can find your own pace. I only say that because I want you to stay activated, weights at chest before you move. Yeah, beautiful. We activate, pull, there it is. All right, guys. 2 exercise movement, lots of legs, little core as we're seeing here. Beautiful. We leave the upper body out of it. 3, 2, 1. Weights at the sides like you're holding suitcases, or at the chest, whatever feels comfortable for you. We head into a squat. Right leg steps back, left leg steps back. Squat, lunge, lunge. So we're stepping back from in our lunge. We squat, our feet stay. Right steps back, left steps back. Beautiful, just like that, keep that going. Knees, hip, toes in alignment, squat, lunge, lunge. Now, we could probably go a little heavier in weights. If you have weights that are a little heavier, you're welcome to pick them up here. That's awesome. Push yourself. We are hitting legs pretty hard this circuit, or at least these 2 exercises. So if you feel like you need to switch, your pace, switch your pace, step out with the right, lateral lunge, hand the weights off, center to center, step out with the left, hand them off, center, center. Beautiful. We are just making sure our knee stays behind our toe here, and our knee and our toe go the same way. If it feels like too much stepping out, you're welcome to stay wide and sit lateral to center, lateral to center. That takes a little bit of the eccentric work out of it. Maybe if your knees or ankles or hips feel uncomfortable, that lateral movement, try that. Otherwise, let's step out into it because that eccentric work is so good for us. I promise. We've got 5. I'm finding my breath here. I'm taking those deep inhales and exhales. I'm right here with you. Weights at the sides or at the chest, your choice. We squat, lunge, lunge. Okay, so this is kind of a cool thing. When we use our full body or our legs, we're using bigger muscle groups, taking more oxygen-rich breath to perform an exercise. So you might feel like, especially since we don't stop in circuit, that you get a little cardio even when we're doing lifting weights or circuit training. That's good stuff right there. Now, can you find your breath and can you help control your breath here? We don't want to get breathless. We're not doing any cardio bursts here. We're working on that those strong muscles here. But it's okay to get a little breathy. Maybe only being able to say a couple words. 3, 2, 1, shake it out, hinge from the hips. Okay, we go up to upper body, 2 exercises. Hinge from the hips, hug a beach ball, let it go. Back fly, ha. Okay, so our legs are out of it. We inhale down, exhale to the top, pause. Anything in the low back, option to put a leg behind you, tap the toe. Anything in the shoulders, option to close grip row, elbows brush rib cage. If your weights feel like they're getting too heavy and you're coming up into your neck, your shoulder areas, pull the shoulder blades back and down. Maybe you go fly to row, or maybe you alternate your flies. Lots of options to make this work for you and your body. Make sure belly comes back towards spine. We stay on shoulders. Get a lot of rear delts here. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, stand it up. Shoulders over hips. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes to the side. Front raise, lateral raise. We switch each time. So each arm gets a chance to go both ways here. Ha. Big exhale to the top. Just like our back fly. Pause, be intentional about the movement, and then come down. Here it is. There you are. You got this. Body stays. Remember, shoulders to hips can stay locked and loaded. Got our powerhouse turned on here. Glutes, inner thighs, belly button back towards the spine, shoulder blades back and down. So much to think about, but so much to keep our mind off of all this work that we're doing here. 10 to go. My deltoids are burning. Ha. Beautiful. Exhale the top, pause. You are so strong. Shake it out, let it go. Hips send back to the back of the wall. Chest stays up. We're hinged from the hips. Good. Hold that beach ball. Let it go. Squeeze that beach ball. Let it go. Awesome. Pause at the top. Look how strong you are. Coming into a row. If that doesn't feel good on the shoulders, always an option to kick a leg back. Hinge. Your pace. But whatever that pace is, I'd like a pause at the top. Good. We pinch our pencil between our shoulder blades. And then we pull. Hello, shoulders and back. Good 10 seconds here. We shake it out. Get into those lateral to front raises. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let it go. Hips stacked under shoulders, feet shoulder width apart about. Right leg comes, or excuse me, right arm comes forward, left arm comes lateral raise. Front raise to lateral. Okay, we have 40 seconds here, guys. Then we head into all legs with a little upper body. But our next two exercises are all legs. Can you push, knowing we're gonna give those arms a little break here? Can you push, knowing you have 2 mini circuits left of your workout after this? That feels good. Come on, you got this. Stay in it. 10 to push. Front to lateral. Pause at the top. We're gonna put some movements together. You might get to smile at yourself a little bit this morning. Shake it out, your choice, whether the weights stay on your sides or at front. We're gonna start with the right leg. We lateral step, we've already been here. Come to center, right leg stays, left leg steps back into a step back lunge. Left leg comes into a sumo, we sumo. Beautiful. Right leg heads out, lateral, comes together, left leg steps back, step back to sumo. Lateral, right leg stays, lunge to sumo. Look at that, there you are. Wherever you're at, if you're not getting all the steps, it's no big deal. Moral of the story, lateral lunge, step back lunge, sumo, in some kind of order. Ideally, our right side's our main mover. There it is, shake it out. We got to move so much that we even forgot about the time. Now let's try this. Left leg steps out, lateral. We step together, left leg stays, right leg heads into a lunge. We come together in sumo. All right, let's try that again. Left leg, lateral. Left leg stays, right leg steps back into a lunge, and we sumo. There it is. Lateral. Right leg goes back, lunge, sumo. Left leg laterals. Right leg steps back, lunge, sumo. We're just letting our brains get a little work too. There's our cardio again, maybe. You might notice being a little breathy, but hopefully not breathless. If you ever get to that point, take a little breather, get on top of your breath again, and then come back. Beautiful, shake it out, let it go. Hinge from the hips, elbows brush rib cage. We just bend and extend, tricep extension here. Legs are out of it. Elbows stay high. Good, now think about shoulders are back down from the ears. We just bend and extend, getting those triceps. Just like anything else, we're gonna pause at the top and be intentional about that movement. Pausing, getting it, and then coming out of it. Beautiful. There you are. Now we good. We got another round through. Our lunge to sumo. Second time, remember, we're not getting discouraged because we don't get all the steps in the right order. We're pushing through, getting any steps that we can. You can cut any steps that you need out of it, shake it out, let it go. Right leg steps out, lateral lunge, right leg stays planted, step back lunge, come together, sumo. Lateral, step back, sumo. Now find your groove, find your pace here. Remember, weights can stay the sides, they can come to the chest, they can go on the ground, whatever feels good. A little right side working for me here. Sumo squat where you get tired. Our body wants to come forward. We've been through each of these steps, singular by themselves, before in this workout. Now we're just putting them together. We stay strong in each step. 3, 2, 1, shake it out, let it go. All right, let's try it on the other side. This is the last time we hit this exercise. If it's not for you, we hit it and you're gonna forget about it right here. Left side, lateral lunge. Step together, right leg steps back into a step back lunge, then we sumo. Lateral, step back, sumo. Ha! Yes. There's you, sticking in it. Good. Now that we got our rhythm, we notice it burns a little bit in our legs. That's okay. 20 seconds here. We forget this exercise for the morning, for the afternoon, for whatever time of day you're taking it. Fun thing about these circuits, you can always come back and take them again. You can say, you know what, struggled this at the beginning, now I've been hitting it hard. Tricep extension, elbows brush rib cage, bend and extend. Now I've been hitting it hard, I want to try this again. Show myself how strong I'm getting. Beautiful. Exhale to the top. Luckily for us, if you're local, Upper Square's open, offering circuits every morning, a couple times a week in the mornings with some awesome instructors. If you're not quite there yet or you're not local, I'm so glad that you're here with me. We will continue doing this for as long as we can here. Stay with it. All right, guys. We head into a 4 exercise circuit. We say goodbye to the workout right here. Remember, we started with 1. We end with 1. Have your mat nearby. Shake it out, let it go. Hey, dealers. We come from the middle, up and over one side, middle, up and over other. Rotation again. We get that power from the legs. We have our mat nearby. We're gonna head into some glute work, some chest, oblique work. We come back through, we say goodbye. Come on, power up. Any sort of rotational sport, really any sort of everyday activity, because we rotate so much. Right here, we think about how much power we can get from those strong legs and transfer up through those arms. 10 seconds, find our mat, coming into all 4s. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Weight stay nearby because we'll come back through here. Find your mat. Coming down on all 4s. Hands right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath hips. Right knee stays, left leg stays at 90. Heel pushes up towards the sky. Somewhat like a donkey kick, but we're not going to fully extend. Now imagine you've got something on your low back that's not going to move. So our core is engaged, elbows are soft and in towards the chest. And we're kicking the flat part of that foot up towards the sky. You'll feel it right in from your glutes to your hamstrings here. Now we don't want to break the back as we come up. So we don't want to allow the spine to arch like our cow. We want to keep it nice and tight and neutral as we kick up. Good, shake it out, let it go. Maybe you need to go on your fists. Maybe you need to come down on your elbows. Or maybe you use your weights while you're here. That doesn't feel great on your wrists. Elbows are soft, pulled in towards the center line. Flex the foot. Good. Right leg kicks up. Knees come together at the bottom. And then right knee comes even with the right hip. Body stays nice and stable. Now if you're like me, you might find one side holding stable a little bit harder than the other side. And that's okay. We just work a little bit harder here. You notice that, and then maybe work on that during our recovery days. 10 seconds here. We're going to go into a push-up and rotate for our last exercise of our last circuit. Shake it out, let it go. We push up first. Push up to the top. Right arm stays, left arm